Okay. Um, so this is kind of like the moment that I kind of allow the guest to flip the script as I enjoy saying it for some reason. I have no idea why I say it like that, but I do. Is there a question over the years that has been on your mind, or maybe something that has come up while we've been doing this talk that you know you have that maybe someone else could benefit from with the potential conversation?
Ooh, I don't know if anyone, I did have questions going into this. I don't know if anyone would benefit from hearing them, but I wanted to hear some like
Let's
personal
go.
stories. Okay. My first question would be, what is one of the hardest decisions you've ever had to make as a club coach?
Wow. Yeah, that's actually wow. That's a great question. I know exactly what it is too. I had a team, and then a team from another club came over. So I was going to have potentially two teams in the same age group. So I had to decide what players would make the A team and what players had to be on the B team. And someone that has gone through what you just explained for the last hour. So, and this might shed some light into parents who think, as coaches, well, some coaches that don't take it personally or serious, but I remember the week happened. We had training and we had plenty for two teams. And there were girls who were on one team that definitely needed to be on another team to get playing time and to develop. And over the course of the night that I had to start to kind of formulate who would go where, the next morning I woke up with all these sores in my mouth. And I had no idea at the time when I woke up where they came from. And then as I did research, it was stress. It was my body reacting to my mental stresses that I put on myself to be like, okay, I'm gonna put Cam on this team. I'm gonna put Mike on that team. Oh man, but if I do that, then like that's gonna crush this person. And like, so because I stress so much over placing players from an A team to a B team, especially like regardless if they were in the club or not, like making those decisions at that time. I was younger, obviously. Like I woke up and I just was like, I was a wreck. Like just could barely talk. I had so much stress. So that's gotten easier to manage over time, but it's still not easy. It's still not enjoyable. But once you're able to have really good conversations as to why it's what's best for them, and hopefully that parent or those people like trust you from based on like your experience, then it usually turns out well. Because one thing that's coming from these conversations is for players who weren't always on the A team, as long as they were playing on a B team, but then got that exposure at some point in time, they were able to find their way. Um, so yeah, that was it. Cause I knew as soon as you asked that question, it was like, I just remember that moment like vividly. So what's next? I feel like you got some more, so let's go, bring it on.
I do have some more, but
Let's go.
it's honestly, it's very interesting to hear how emotionally invested you are. And I'm sure other great coaches are like you are, just like how difficult it is to almost like play around with other people's lives, other girls' lives, boys' lives, parents' lives. It's not easy to make those decisions. So it's honestly nice to hear that it's really difficult being a coach sometimes. Whereas like players, sometimes it can feel like this coach like doesn't care about me kind of thing. So no, it sounds like it's a lot harder than it.
I appreciate you saying that, Camille.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
That weird saying, Camille. I never say Camille. I
I
always say G.
know.
But okay, on to the next one.
Okay. Um,